Have you ever thought about why cherubims and seraphims are one of the most mentioned and important classes of angels in the Bible? Though they are the highest-ranking classes of angels in heaven, do you really know the detailed difference between the two sets of angels? The first and easiest difference between cherubims and seraphims is their appearance. The cherubim are described as having a composite appearance with 4 faces, one of a man, an ox, a lion, and an eagle. This suggests they represented the totality of God's creation and power over it. In contrast, the seraphim are described only as winged, fiery beings. Their name itself stems from the Hebrew word for burning. While cherubim are not explicitly said to have wings, seraphim have 6 wings, 2 to cover their face, 2 to cover their feet, and 2 for flying. Their wings highlight their role in attending continually to God's presence. In terms of their roles, the cherubim are depicted primarily as guards, as at the first time the Bible mentioned them, they were stationed at the entrance to Eden after Adam and Eve's fall in Genesis 3 verse 24, and embroidered on the veil separating the Holy of Holies in Exodus 26 verse 31. They were associated with God's earthly dwelling place and ark. The seraphim are seen attending exclusively to God in Isaiah's vision, calling out God's holiness. Their role is centered on praise, purification, and attending to God directly. So while cherubims guarded God's earthly places, seraphim highlighted God's heavenly majesty. The cherubim, from their roles as guards and bearers of God's throne, represent God's sovereign power and authority. Their composite appearance signifies God's dominion over all creation. The seraphim, from their association with calling out God's holiness and their fiery appearance, seem to symbolize God's purity and divine nature. Their 6 wings emphasizes their continual devotion to God's presence. Based on these biblical details, we can say that cherubim and seraphim represented distinct classes or choirs of celestial beings that attended to God. While both bore witness to God's power, the cherubim focused more on God's earthly reign as guards and throne bearers. The seraphim highlighted God's holiness and heavenly nature through their appearance and exclusive role of praising God's purity. Their differences in appearance, function, and symbolic emphasis distinguish these divine attendants within Jewish and Christian heavenly hierarchies. But then there is a twist here. The complexity of these creatures in their appearance and roles only points us to how wonderful God is. And it is such a great honor and pleasure to be able to serve Him together with these great beings. If you have not yet decided to follow the Lord God Almighty and His Son Jesus Christ, I recommend you make that decision now. If you have already made this decision, kindly type, "I am for Christ," in the comment section. Else let us know what you choose to serve. God bless you for watching.